Hello and welcome to this week's Inner Circle. Just going to do a general roundup of the historical charts, but just to start off with the E-mini stock markets. Just keep on powering ahead. Said for a long time, don't stand in front of the truck. No reason to think that the top's coming in. No change really. But what it does mean is that when we're in such a strong uptrend, have to be patient for opportunities to be able to. And what we have is rare intraday opportunities where it's possible that the market will go down to its final short-term support. And effectively, that's what the S&P E-mini did later in the week. So we came down to that 54.25 point. I think it went one tick below. Let's just put the mouse there. Sorry, it moved since then. Sorry, yeah, just went a couple of ticks below, and then powered ahead the same day. So have to be patient, but we can get intraday opportunity. By the same token, we've talked about 118.61 on numerous occasions over the last couple of weeks on the euro dollar. Intraday we stopped just a couple of ticks short, weak again, coming into the close on Friday. So moving on to the historical charts, this is the E-mini again. Supports are all still below price and a considerable distance below, it has to be said, but no sign of any topping process. Said it last week, coming into earnings season, individual stocks typically get ramped by all the pundits and media, and that's exactly what's happening. It's really what happens once the results come out, whether it can sustain itself, but stock markets are still strong. The week started pretty quiet, but then on Wednesday was when everything really started kicking off. Had global sells on bond markets worldwide. Also had some currency-based signals. So T-bonds, which for us is in a yearly downtrend, had a time continuation sell on Wednesday. Had a strong bounce Friday, a short squeeze, but then just carried on down on Friday afternoon. First initial target 150.30. This was also evident in Europe, so we had a time continuation, the steps process ending on Wednesday, and then a real acceleration on Friday, so another set of sell signals coming in, all of those RSI based. Has come down to a target, start closing on a daily basis below 161.30, then it opens up space. Close to home on the UK gilt market, that had a sell on Friday, time continuation. So a little bit later to the party, but weak. Got that weekly target down at 123.12. Moving on to the euro dollar, that 118.61 level has also been a daily point, and we've been up there a few times. The target is 116.17. Dollar was generally strong on the week. Gold topped out at 13.07. On the Monday, pretty much perfectly. It's been on the slide most of the week. 12.60 to 80 to 62 even is a major support and a bear trap if we just take out the low where we had that buy signal before. Quiet week for crude. Have the 53.09 level above and 49.33 below, but not really much to go on at the moment. Still under the power of that time continuation buy from the week before. On other currencies, the major play really was on the Kiwi. They had a general election, or there was some sort of political process going on. Had a time continuation and stepping process end the day before. A collapse on Thursday, follow through on Friday. Major target 68.62, but a serious collapse there. Aussie was weak on Friday, has received a continuation sell, but it's right into that monthly support of 77.91, so we really need to make a daily close below there before this signal can be confirmed. Dollar CAD made a move on Friday. We've been holding this 124.60 point for a couple of weeks, really just flirting a little bit below it. Finally accelerated out above the third range deviation pivot. Above, so now we look like we've got space to rally a considerable distance. into the space up to 132.53. So positive outlook for dollar CAD. The dollar index itself, while being up, was pretty quiet most of the time. The bar to bullishness or breakout has been raised to 94.10. Never got anywhere near support, so 94.10 the reference. Finally, grains had a power play buy on a monthly report, which I was a little bit wary of. It doesn't really feel like the right time of year for a major rally to occur. We've drifted back, and what's also happened is we've taken out a short-term support at 981.6, so really that needed to hold in order to maintain any sort of bullishness. A spike higher on the opening on Friday doesn't help, which created a UFO on a 60-minute chart. So space to fall. So grains pretty boring once more. Finally, just on individual stocks, no fresh positions this week. Done a great deal of signals really, considering there was some earnings season stuff there. SPPI gapped higher on Wednesday. They did a conference call in Japan. Feels a little bit overdone because they wasn't really saying anything particularly new. But that stock is now up, well, the option position's up over 1,000% now from the buy signal that was back here on that breakout day. Drifted back a little bit. We have taken some profits at 19.20 on that day. Just have to wait and see really. It needs to form what it did at the beginning of the week and create some more support based on a daily level, which it did last Monday. So we need something to form here. Could well take that low at 1782. There's a good chance it will form some support there by Tuesday. Okay, I think that's it.